Hey, what is up? We are live. We are here with Peppertony. We have Mike Rob. We have all kinds of news I haven't been able to go over. I just read through all of it since yesterday. We're going to get to all that, a little bit of what I think. But before that, we're going to hit the intro.
Hey, hey, we're grinding through the torment. High volume, no management. Hey, hey, taming souls indecent. Grinding drafts through the abyss, no rest in our veins. Feel striking like lightning, flooding endless pains from late season voids. He's dropping all the flames. Bestball, Degens unite, shattering the chains. Old school RB stacking fury, derailing trendy trains. Who is commanding the storm etched in our brains? Who? Hey, thunder in the names, claiming all the kills, flames, names, games. Degen wrath of fuse, stone age torment remains. Bestball eternal, in remains infernal domain. Pterodactyl pigs screaming, Cayman chaos reigns. Fossil fury fuels the fire, drafting through the veins.
All right. Welcome, Dark Side. How's everybody doing? We have a couple huge trades. Number one, we'll just go over here. They're talking about it right here. Max Crosby, absolute animal. I was trolling on Twitter a little bit. I was asking people if I need to drop my Zay Flowers ranking or not because of this Max Crosby guy. I don't know anything about him, right? But Max Crosby, like, he's been wrecking Kansas City offensive lines for a while. It is fantastic. Like a first and a second, or a first this year and a first next year. Yes, it's the 14th overall, but he's an absolute game wrecker. He's been for a while. He's also one of the few edges that's crazy good at pass rushing. That is an insanely good run blocker. It is a fantastic fit for any defense. I really like it. And like I think the Raiders got decent value back. I think it was a win-win trade. We ended up with the so these are things that are interesting. Traylon Burks re-signed a small deal. Joe Mixon released. We kind of knew that was coming, but it is official now. This was big news for me. Chargers placed exclusive rights free agent tender on Vidal. I expected it, but I also expected it with Emmanuel Wilson. Whenever Wilson didn't get it, I was a little worried. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little worried. Vidal is like my third most owned running back right now, and Hampton's my number two. Uh, we got Dalton Schultz re-signing with the Texans. Uh, we have what else do we have? We had some. We got news that the Jaguars were involved, like wanting to get Max Crosby, which means that they were probably trying to throw BTJ in that. So that could be something going forward. McGovern resigns with the Bills. That's good for them. It was a big deal, though. I don't know that I necessarily think that it was worth it, but offensive line's hard to find. Uh, I respect it. I absolutely respect it. What's up? Yeah, Mad Max was a good soldier for the Raiders. Yeah, he's awesome. Max is like I have nothing but respect for Max Crosby. Like he did so much on a team that was bad for all those years. How we doing, J Life YouTube? By the way, GAB for Life and J Life both have channels. If you're not subbed, go sub to them as well. And how we doing, Bukowski? I missed you in the chat just a little bit ago. But I think I'm getting ready to jump into a draft. Let me bring it up on my phone. But I'm excited. I've heard some rumors. I don't know if anybody else has heard this, but apparently Achan's getting shopped right now, and the belief is a first rounder, like a late first or a first next year, something like that. And in my eyes, that could be why Kansas City traded McDuffie away to get the 29th overall pick. What if we get Devon Achan to Kansas City for that 29th other pick? Like to me, that would fit all of the like he's expected to get between 15 and 20 million a year on a deal, but I think I would totally rather pay Achan 18 million than to pay McDuffie whatever he's going to get paid. I wonder if that's what's going on. As a Chiefs and an Achan fan, I would absolutely love it. Like, I mean, it might. I mean, this is all speculation, right? But this is the thing. Like, it's a new regime. They've been trading away pick. They're trying to force themselves into being the worst team in the league. Uh, so it's just an interesting thought. Like, the paper trail would all make sense, right? But anyway, we're gonna join a big board, and we're gonna join the big board in 15 seconds.
Bestball began to rest. We never leave the grind. Fury, endless, Degens, relentless, fantasy, reigns. Who wins? Immortal.
All right, we're waiting on 3 for anybody who wants to jump in. You are welcome to jump in. We are waiting on 2. Playing for 27 Dolphins. That's 27 QBs. Yeah, absolutely. Right, like they could be, and a rumor came out this offseason that the Bills had an offer on the table for a first rounder for Jalen Waddle, or the Bills pulled out of a trade to where the Dolphins were going to send Waddle to them for a first. So the Bills' first round would have been Jalen Waddle, and they wouldn't have had to trade for DJ Moore this year because they'd have Waddle. Now, I personally think DJ Moore and a second is better than a first for Waddle. Like that's my opinion. But like that means that Waddle could also be on the move. And if Waddle was going to be on the move, you'd have to believe that HA could be on the move. Yeah, and you have to believe that none of them want to be there. Well, I think so. I'm a KC fan, and the one thing I know for a fact is that Kansas City has absolutely destroyed the late round, the late round corners. Like we absolutely hit on one almost every single year, and I think that they're gonna trust the process that they have in hitting on that, and they're gonna use that extra pick to allow themselves to take Tate at 1, and or take Tate early if Tate's there, and if not, they're going to pull up a tackle. And I think with the 40th pick, they may be looking at price. But if they could flip that in some way and make Achan that first round pick, it would be interesting. Oh, maybe I don't know. It all depends on what rookie quarterback they get and all that. But anyway, we are at the 109. We have Young Moolah at the 11. We have Game Tight at the 12. I believe that is it. If you were in here, Michael, is that name really what I think it says? Michael Moisen. Okay, that is not what I thought it said Michael Moist. Don't ask me why. So I don't get to very much CMC, but you know what? I'm gonna live the dream. We're gonna pull up Achan. We're gonna let AV Gambler get some CMC back there. Maybe Young Moolah gets his guy at 11. He does. You get some. This is a sick team. Like, you're welcome, Moolah. You're welcome. By the way, if you're just popping in, if you can smash a like, that would be awesome. We were doing some hypotheticals, so that's why I went ahead and used Achan right here. I mean, Young Moolah from San Francisco doesn't take CMC there. That is wild. I mean, Lamb CMC, dude, this, all right, send them back down. All right, let's do this. Who is my guy at 11? I figured you would be kind of in on CMC. I knew you were a CMC fan. See, I knew it. Knew it the whole time. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. See, you got him. Order doesn't matter. So I would love to get Love. Yeah, there we go. This is exactly what we wanted. Achan plus Jeremiah Love. This feels pretty good. I'm sure this has been done a lot, but I still want some of it. Yeah, I'm like semi-fading CMC. I wasn't sure if you were or not. I'm gonna have like 4 to 6% CMC. I don't know exactly where I'm at right now, but since we were workshopping rumors with Achan, we went ahead and took Achan here, and I think Achan I have like 7%. And I definitely want to be at market with him. CMC at 14, not like with a cowboy. I'm saving my last little, like I've got 5 little boards left, and I'm saving them for free agency news, basically. Now, if we end up getting a bunch of likes, I don't know a number, I could do a DK $1, but I have to be up in like 6 hours, maybe 7 hours. I don't know. We have a time change, and I get up at it's 7 here. I get up at 3. So 6.5, like basically 7 hours from now is when I get up with the time change tonight. So I'm probably like light goal is going to be like 30. On 30, I'll do a $1 one. Spring forward. Do we gain the hour? I don't know. I just go to sleep and my alarm wakes me up either way. I'm following you on that one. 5 little boards, waiting on free agency. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I just want to wait. I want to save some for free agent news, stuff like that. Yeah, you lose an hour, exactly. So like, because the time springs forward, so you lose, right? So. All right, well, AJ Brown has been moving up the board because people think he's getting traded, which kind of weird to me. I don't have very much AJ Brown. I have quite a bit Tedero McMillan though, and I think T Higgins is super. Like I think T Higgins is very mispriced right now. That's just where I'm at. Skip 2 o'clock, right? Like it goes from 2 o'clock straight to 3 o'clock, basically. So this board is going exactly not the way I want it. You know what? We're just gonna do this. I don't have very much Kyron, but let's do this. I really like the wide receivers you get here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Time is not real. You were right. Just like ADP is a scam. But yeah, I don't have a whole lot of Kyron Williams, but I know I don't have any with Jeremiah Love. So I think adding him here and just waiting a long time and taking 2 late running backs on this team feel really good. I'll be able to add an extra receiver and just build the rest out as is. And if Rice makes it back, we take Rice. If not, I'm pretty much to the point I'm going to move Colson Loveland way up the board. I think Colson Loveland's the best price on the board right now. I did think it was Tucker Kraft, but I am now saying that Colson Loveland may be the best price on the board. But yeah, I think it's going to be 30 likes to do another draft, and it'll only be a $1 DraftKings draft if we do. So, yeah, let's live large here. Yeah, we're gonna take Loveland. Screw it. We're gonna skip Rice. I took Rice twice the other day. I don't really want a bag of them. I just kind of want 5% or something. Love Kyron in the third. He should be a 2-3 guy, not a 3-4. I think that Kyron is very accurately priced. Yeah, I know tight end is replaceable, but I feel like Colson Loveland is like the best pick on the board. I do agree that most of the time, like structure wise, either Kyron or Loveland probably needs to be a wide receiver, but I'm going to take a quarterback at some point here, but basically down to like 129, it's going to be one quarterback, maybe two, but the rest all receivers. What's going on? We're trying a little bit of a different build here, Steve. How we doing? I mean, yes, tight end 1 in round 4 is awesome. Rice not draftable there. I think that Rice, like I don't know why my rankings I have him up there, because my honest ranking on him is like 47, 48. I think 4-5 turn is like kind of where I think he should go right now. And that's being an optimist on things. But yeah, we have Achane, Jeremiah Love, a rare Kyron Williams share, Colson Loveland. Feels pretty good. But yeah, if you're new to the channel and you haven't subbed, if you could sub, that'd be awesome. I think I was 1 sub away from 450 whenever I started. I think I was 449. If I could get to 450 tonight, that'd be pretty nice. Then I'd be 50 away. Just need, basically, if I repeat last month, I'd get the 50 I need to get the 12-hour live stream. Because at 500, I'm going to do a 12-hour live stream post-draft whenever contest open and all that. That'll be a good time. I'll have a good time with it for sure. All the players go after him. Are they the same tier? I don't believe that. I believe Rashee Rice's actual tier is Nico Collins, Malik Neighbors, Drake London. And I think you're being too dismissive of what he's done if you think that this is the tier of talent he should be in. Like I think Zay Flowers should be up above AJ Brown. Like if you remove AJ or Zay Flowers, because I know you're big on him too, but yeah, we'll absolutely take Christian Watson here. Get a little divisional correlation there with Colson Loveland. But I think, like, if we know for a fact Rashee Rice is playing the whole year, he goes in the middle of the second. He probably goes ahead of Nico. I don't know if that's correct. But the other thing that we're not talking about, yeah, okay, the GIMP QB, right? That's the thing that worries me. Like, the secondary worry is that, for sure. I mean, you're not wrong, but Fancy Juju puts up 19 fantasy points a game. I don't care if he's actually good at football. Like, I will 100%, like, Zay Flowers is way better at football than Rashee Rice. Devontae Adams, way better at football than Rice. Devonta Smith, way better than Rice. But that's not the game. The game is how many fantasy points do they get. And Rashee Rice gets a lot. Yeah, we're absolutely going to take Mike Evans here. Did the one guy go yet? He did not go yet. I'm positive he won't be there, but we'll type it in. We'll just... Oh, DJ Moore's ADP is already 72. I figured as much, but... Because he was 90-something before. But yeah, like, I don't care if he's Fancy Juju. As long as he's getting 18 to 19 fantasy points a game, right? Like, it doesn't matter? No. All that matters in this contest is the amount of points he's getting. Yeah, and I do think, like, so there's two reasons I think Kansas City could have made that trade with McDuffie. Number one, the Achane theory. Number two, Number two is that they're planning on cutting Rashee Rice and they want to get Tate. Like that is kind of where I'm at. I kind of think that maybe they're like, hey, let's let Mahomes get ready and not play the first few weeks. We'll just kind of eat some win. Like if Kelsey tells them he's not going to come back, I could see them doing that exact thing. Just cutting Rice, taking an early quarter or wide receiver. We've seen it before with Kareem Hunt. And some people want to say that Kareem Hunt didn't perform like that when he was with KC. I'm pretty positive he kind of performed like that. I'm going to bring it up right now on Player Profiler. And we'll go look at his first, I think it was his first 2 seasons. Yeah, 18 and 20 points. And then the thing happened. And then he's not been the same. So, like, they already cut a guy just like that. I don't think he's confirmed yet. But they haven't at all, like, tried to combat one way or the other. I think Tate fits every single profile. I mean, number one, I completely disagree with your profile of either Rashee Rice or Jordan Tyson. Jordan Tyson, he's a weak Drake London. And Rashee Rice is a slot merchant. They're completely different players in my eyes. Absolutely nothing alike at all. And Cardell Tate can do everything. He's a really good X, but he can also play inside. That's my take. Absolutely, Ricky Pearsall every day here. There's enough quarterbacks here that I could probably get one back around. This doesn't feel that bad. Waiting on wide receiver that late, I get Watson, Evans, Pearsall falls back. If they take Lemon, Rice should pack. Yeah, if they take Lemon, Rice is absolutely gone. Lemon is the stylistic comp to Rashee Rice, in my eyes. How we doing, Jamie? Thanks for popping in. If you guys are just popping in, if you can smash a like, that would be awesome. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and sub. We're trying something different. 3 RBs into elite tight end, and we're just seeing what the wins bring in. We just, just hung it all out there and seen what happened. I don't know if I could pass Ramondre here, right? Like, do I just... Man. Yeah, we're just gonna take Ramondre here. I was not planning that, but a 10 pick fall on Ramondre, that allows me to stop at 4 running backs if I want. I'm not going to recommend this to anybody, but I think that fall, I like Ramondre and I don't have enough of them right now. And Achane, Love, Kyron plus Ramondre is definitely enough to stop. What's up, Devin? How we been? Thanks for popping in. David Maddock has said he's coming back. That's confirmation enough for you. I mean, if you read between the lines, it definitely seems like he's coming back. Travis Kelce, that is, but it's not official, right? Like, until it's official, it's not official, right? So, I've been awesome. Tyson's a big-time playmaker from all over the formation. The thing is, Rashee Rice only plays from the slot. He doesn't play outside. He never has. Let me go fact check this. So, data suite. Advanced receiving. Oh, I guess it's not on this site. So I guess it was 44, 54. That's a lot more than I thought. But like almost all of his production comes from the slot. So I thought he played like basically every time he's productive, it's inside. Yeah, he does. I do think that it's not. I think Rashee Rice is much more replaceable than other people do, though. Like he does drop the ball a lot more than people talk about. I mean, we're gonna take our most drafted quarterback here, right? Jordan Love. So we got the love connection. I've not seen anything. He obviously wants to play. Like he's rehabbing hard. Wants to be ready by week 1. Yeah, so like you're saying, 54% outside, 44% in the slot. I wish I could break it down by production. Like how much production he had at each. Got the love stack. No, I gotta queue up Jordan. I have to queue up Jordan Mason to take Golden. We know that. That's the only way I can take Matthew Golden anymore. Is I have to queue up. I have to queue him up, and then I'm allowed to take. Do we? I think I just want to do this. You know what? We're actually going to do the Wan'Dale thing here. Get some targets. It opens up a potential backstack with Cam Ward. It feels like Wan'Dale's kind of a shoe-in right now for the Titans, based on everything I've heard. So that could open up Cam Ward here. Take Kyler, you coward. I mean, I needed a wide receiver 4. We're in round 10, and some idiot drafted 3 straight running backs and then opted to not take a wide receiver because Colston Loveland's on the board. And then he's like, oh, Ramondre? I love Ramondre. Let's take Ramondre. I don't know who that guy is, but somebody needs to take away his decision-making privileges. Chiado says, people saying Max Crosby to the Ravens doesn't affect fantasy football are missing the bigger picture. Elite defense means Baltimore will play with the lead. Yep, it absolutely does. It means Derrick Henry is a much better pick. It also means that they're probably going to try to sign somebody like Dobbs, I think. Yeah, I could absolutely see that. That's a very good point by Chiado right there. Like, good defense means big running games. Derrick Henry in December, always been awesome. Yeah. Like, I've been trying to get some of this Derrick Henry fall. Like, because on other sites, the full PPR sites, he falls in the 3rd quite often. I've been scooping it up. Derrick Henry make the Bestball nerds play 3 years in a row? Question mark? Question mark? Says Peppertoni. All right, so I think I'm out on Kenyon Sadiq up here. And I like the Eli Stowers profile, but I will say I'm a little worried about his landing spot. The man does not block at all. So unless he gets a quarterback heavy coach, like, so Kyler did go. Would love to get the very elusive Matthew Golden double stack, but the question is Jordan Mason available? Am I allowed to take Matthew Golden without queuing up Jordan Mason? That's the real question. What do you guys think? What does chat think? Did Bryce just go? We're gonna go ahead and take Golden here. For the double stack. I would have taken Coker if Bryce Young was still available. Bryce Young was not available. And by the way, Lutz, Kyler Murray wasn't available at the Wandale pick, just so you're aware. Wait a minute. He was available. I've been up for a long time and worked 12 hours. Absolutely missed that. Absolutely missed that. That is 100% on me. Gonna take Cam Ward here though. Like, I actually don't mind this wide receiver room. So we got Jordan Love, probably Cam Ward, Achane, Jeremiah Love. Like, this is the Tennessee stack if all goes right, right? Like, if I get Cam Ward, you get Cam Ward to Jeremiah Love with the Wan'Dale Robinson signing. But so Jordan Love, Cam Ward, Achane, Jeremiah Love, Kyron Williams, Ramondre. Wide receiver, Christian Watson, Evans, Ricky Pearsall, Wan'Dale, Golden, Colston, Loveland. Thanks. I was hoping to get Bryce Coker. Yeah. Hey, you're welcome. Remember that. If this team wins for you, remember I gifted you CMC, who you then didn't take, and then you took in the next round. And then I also can't read. So not only did I gift you CMC, because I told a story about Devon Achane that I just wanted to believe. No facts, just all feels, right? You're welcome. You're welcome, sir. You are absolutely welcome. But I actually think for the way I started and then took Loveland, I think that this team's actually coming together pretty good. Yeah, I don't hate it at all. What quarterbacks are left? Daniel Jones, like, do I want to take Daniel Jones here? So Emmett Johnson has stopped falling past 145-ish. He went over here at 133 though, but like, I don't see him past 150 anymore. He did at the day after the combine, but yeah. You got it, man. Sounds good. I'll look at that in a minute. Okay, so Steve basically saying that Rashee Rice had a 3.02 yards per route run from the slot and a 1.6 from the outside. So he's just doubled. He's just way better player from the slot. AKA slot merchant. Yeah, I think I want to go ahead and take Daniel Jones here. I know I don't have a stack or anything yet, but we could figure something out. And like, I just kind of want the points at that position, honestly. Slant boy. We got 35 watching. We got 18 likes. I did say I don't really want to get to 30 likes, but if we get to 30 likes, I'm going to do a DK $1 lobby. I should definitely get to bed with the daylight savings and waking up at 3 a.m. But you know what? If the people want it, the people can get it. I might as well go ahead and load up the DK lobby because usually those likes come in. if I give a goal. I appreciate you doing that since I can't really do it right now. Since I'm trying to unbutcher this team. So this is like the kind of team you need to take the big swing of Tyreek Hill on. Right? Like, but I don't know. I think I'm going to take the Tyreek swing here, actually. I don't love it, but if he does come back, even at 80%, we're at 160 here. $1 lobbies on DK, chef's kiss. I generally like Kayshon Boutte there more. I will admit, like, I definitely like Kayshon Boutte there more. I think he's the better pick in a vacuum. I just, I don't think it's super likely Tyreek Hill's back by like week 5. But if he is, this team specifically could use somebody like that. And Pop Douglas currently is a fine throw-in pick at the end. I can't believe Zach Charbonnet is still going at 160. I mean, I guess he is the one of only 2 running backs on that roster, right? Well, we got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more rounds to get 10 likes, guys. So this poll's pretty close right now. We got 24 votes. Where does Kenneth Walker sign? Obviously, I could only put 4 options up there. That's all we get. Commanders 33%, Chiefs 33%, Broncos 25%, Giants 8%. And I know Peppertoni voted Giants just to troll. That is his profession. We all know it. We all love it. And he's really good at it. Hell yeah, Travis Kelce. He's absolutely retiring, right? I like the Tyreek click because, one, if anything resembles good news, he's going to skyrocket. Yeah. Oh, did you say? I figured you said Giants. Oh, you want them to draft Love. It really, it's the most troll thing. I actually have a pretty big take on the whole thing. I should just say it on stream and then clip it, like write down the time, clip it, and put it out as a short. After this draft, I will do that. So game tight. Well, he's cooking up over here. 2-7-4-2. Jefferson, Hampton, McConkey, J-Mo, Lemon, Jaden Daniels. He's trolling me, building the exact team that I wanted to build out of this hole. This is Sam Laporta, Jonah Coleman, Kyler Murray, Mike Washington, Emmett Johnson, Alvin Kamara, Brooks. I like it. TJ Hawkinson re-signed today as well, if you guys were not aware. Man, that's a good value. I haven't taken Torrey Horton for a while, so we're going to take a share of him. I still think he's one of the single best clicks at the back of the board. Looking to capitalize on the Ravens defense. Keaton. I expect them to sign somebody. Honestly, I think they're going to end up signing somebody. That's just my take, what I feel like they're going to do. There's a bunch of middling running backs out there. They could absolutely use Kenneth Gainwell. Aaron Jones is in the 16th. Yeah, Aaron Jones in the 16th. Yep. That's where he's been going. I was planning on stopping at these running backs. Yeah, Sean Tucker, but they need to they kind of need a guy who can catch passes. Like Aaron Jones would be a perfect fit for the Ravens. Like he would be an amazing fit for the Ravens. Like Aaron Jones to the Ravens would be fantastic. Like that would be the single perfect complement because he's also a good rusher, but he's awesome out of the backfield, and he'd probably play for pretty cheap, having a chance to win a Super Bowl in Baltimore. Stowers to Panthers first round. I don't think Stowers is going to go that high. Can we please remove Zachariah Branch from all rankings, please? And thank you. We're going to go ahead and take Jeremy Bernard here. I know he's not going to come back around that corner, so we're going to go ahead and do it there. All right, so Gunnar Helm does go. I was hoping he would fall back. I honestly could probably just add a running back of some kind down here. But what do I want? I don't have like any Jacoby Lane. I need to study the board some more. I would have Jones several rounds higher than that. Aaron Jones, while he was still on the Vikings, was like, people act like him being a free agent's bad for him. He was going at like one up here where Connor was, I think, for a while. Because him and Jordan Mason were both going like around 150-ish, if I remember correctly. Tyler Huntley. Why? Why Tyler Huntley? Yeah, let's go with Flournoy. This team needs, like, just make sure to get some points. I like this wide receiver room. And we're only at 9. Trying to get more Caleb Johnson in case Gainwell doesn't resign. I mean, I just think you have to worry about Rodgers signing or not. And if Rodgers signs there and Gainwell doesn't, Aaron Jones is the obvious answer to reunite with, Mike Holmgren, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones. That's just the obvious, everyone knows it kind of thing, right? So I was hoping to not have to select Claiborne there as well. I think I'm going to take Ollie Gordon on this team. If we're making the bet that Achane gets traded, why not double down and take Achane as well? Or take Ollie Gordon as well. Stowers draft going through the roof after combine showing. He's Loveland with a way, way, way worse blocking profile. Like his blocking profile is Dalton Kincaid level. So, yes, I get it. He's super athletic. If he goes to a team like the Broncos, they'll use him correctly. But that's about it. I think he's pretty landing spot dependent. That's my take. They used Wright more than Gordon towards the end. They did, but wasn't Gordon battling injuries at the back half of the year? I thought. Yeah, but there's a difference between pick 18 and pick 30, is what I'm saying. There's like no way he goes to 18, in my opinion. I just could not see that at all. Maybe, I mean, I can be wrong. Like, I could easily be wrong with that. What wide receiver do we want? Got Jordan Love, we got Cam Ward, we got Daniel Jones. We're taking Ollie Gordon because we spoke it into existence. We still need 8 more likes to get the DK draft. I'll review my team. I'll review the 2 in the end. I'll tell you it's like a 2-minute conspiracy theory on something. We started with a conspiracy theory. We can end with one. Yeah, like Kincaid is a really good pass catching guy, but like he wasn't a guy you wanted early in like Bestball and stuff, but he was also going way higher. I think at his current prices, like I think this price is still fine, but I think he's going to get steamed to like the 130s after he gets drafted in the first round. And at that point, I'm like basically completely out. Do I want another tight end? I think I'm just good with those 2. Like we spent the capital there. Hey, no, we're not gonna do it. We'll take Antonio Williams here. I've been taking a lot of Bryce Lance. Actually, fuck it. We're taking Lance again. Or we'll take Antonio Williams. All right, the team right now, we have a 3-5-10-2. Jordan Love, Cam Ward, Daniel Jones. Running back, Achane, Jeremiah Love, Ramondre, Ollie Gordon. Wide receivers, Watson, Evans, Pearsall, Wandale, Golden for the double stack. Tyreek Hill, just pure hopium. Torrey Horton, Jeremy Bernard, Ryan Flournoy, Antonio Williams. Tight ends, Loveland, Kelsey. I think it works pretty well. Yeah, like I really like him. I do think he's very landing spot dependent. Like he needs a coach that's going to use him correctly, in my opinion. And hopefully, I hope that happens because he would be a really fun player to watch in the pros. Like absolutely be a fun player to watch. All right, waiting on these 2 picks to go, and then I will review Game Tight's team and then Young Mulah's team. Then you'll get your conspiracy theory, and then I'm out. Yeah, so my vote based on I put my free agent mock thing out. I had the Broncos ending up with ETN, and Commanders ended up with Kenneth Walker. I mean, there's a difference. Like, I don't think you're hearing what I'm saying. Like, Sadiq has he has an okay blocking profile. He's going to be able to get on the field way more, no matter what team he goes to. Stowers has absolutely zero ability to block. He's one of the worst graded blocking. I think PFF is saying there he's like one of the top 5 worst blocking prospects to come out over like the last 5 or 6 years at tight end. So, and this is including Dalton Kincaid, who absolutely can't block. So he has to find an offense that will fill him in as a joker type and just build it around him because he's not going to be able to see the field ever as a blocker because he's going to get lit up every time. Like if he can't block at all in college, I don't think he's going to be doing it in the pros at a good level. Like, so if he gets the landing spot of an offensive coordinator that is innovative, he is an absolutely smash pick. But they need to know how to use him. And they need to also have a guy on the team that they can put in for blocking situations. That's my thing. He's basically souped up Terrence Ferguson. And T. Ferg was a better blocker as well. All right, so we'll go over Game Tight's team first. If I can click it. We got a 3-7-7-3 here. Jaden Daniels, Kyler Murray, J.J. McCarthy. Running back, Omarion Hampton, Algier, Jonah Coleman, Mike Washington, Emmett Johnson, Kamara, Brooks. That's an awesome RB room. I really like this RB room. Wide receiver, Jefferson, Ladd, J-Mo, Mekhi Lemon, Jacoby Lane, Jalen Lane, the Lane twins, and Burks. I like this. The double late stack Washington. Laporta, Ferguson, and Hawk. I actually love this team. I would never take JJ McCarthy anymore, but I respect adding a third guy. He absolutely seems like a Bengal, and everything I just named kind of points him to being a Bengal. The problem is that they don't have he's not going to be on the board at that point. Like if he goes to the Broncos, he's an awesome pick. Young Moolah here, 3.674. Justin Herbert, Bryce Young, Anthony Richardson. Running backs, CMC, Breece Hall, DeAndre Swift, David Montgomery, Keaton, Marshawn Lloyd. That is a very strong RB room. Lamb, Garrett Wilson. Then you push it a little bit. Quentin Johnson, Jayden Reed, Jalen Coker, Pat Bryant, Kyle Williams. Very solid room. 4 tight ends. Gadsden stacked up for the double stack. Mark Andrews, Stowers, and Pat Freiermuth. No complaints. I think it's a very, very strong team. Welcome to the Vikings. Opposite. I mean, Hawk literally just re-signed today. You probably just haven't seen that yet. I think Kyler is 50-50 Jets or Minnesota. That's kind of where I'm at. I think that it's all up to if KOC wants him or somebody else. Hoostradamus. My prediction had that happened today, actually, like a couple hours ago, I think. Where is it? It's I don't know, like Dalton Schultz re-signed. That happened. Must have been at the top. Yeah, right here. An hour ago. Literally as my stream started is when that happened. So you're excused, sir. Excused. All right. We're going to go into we're going to go into conspiracy mode right now. All right. I'm putting in a timestamp for it. All right, so my conspiracy is that the Giants are out there saying they're going to take a running back, right? They're every source we're hearing is Giants want a running back, Giants want a running back, Giants want a running back. They want Jeremiah Love. They're now looking at Kenneth Walker. They're just every running back they're like starting to get linked to. And all this happened the week of the Combine when all the teams are together. So a month ago, during that same time, we heard only bullish things about Scadabo being ready for minicamp. So one of multiple things is true. Number one, they're lying about Scadabo being healthy. You are right here. They're lying about Scadabo getting healthy, which I think could be true. But if that's the case, why would they be telling everybody that, hey, we want a running back? Why would every source out there say they want a running back? It's everyone. Well, let me find it in Coach Speak Index real quick, because it was about a month ago. Joe Shane, 224. We are open to moving back in the draft. We're also fine staying at 5. So a week before the Combine, he alludes to wanting to trade their draft pick. And then the hot commodity, all of a sudden, now they're doing it. I think that the Kenneth Walker front is just about like putting an effort out there to make it look like you actually want Love. So if Love is on the board at 5, you can coax a trade out of somebody. That's what I think this whole thing is about. But then again, this GM hired Matt Nagy, so I can't say he's smart enough to do this. I don't think an absolute mastermind. And by the way, this is like the poker player who doesn't know how to bluffing, right? So all these things together, I'm not saying that there's no chance. I'm just saying that nobody's talking about the fact that this could be a thing and that it's all the smokescreen to try to get somebody to trade up. Like, I mean, obviously if they end up signing, I haven't been following that closely on this. Like, okay, so Shane said they're open to making the trade. Harbaugh's the one looking for the play. I mean, like I said, I'm just wondering it's not like Harbaugh and Shane don't have a plan, right, of some kind. But maybe they don't have a plan because they hired Matt Nagy. It's just a thought, and I'm not saying it's like definitely that way or that Scadabo's going to be healthy. And obviously, I want him to be healthy. I like watching him play, and I'm a big fan, and I would like to be able to draft him some more. But I wonder if if they end up falling short on every free agent running back contract, I'm going to say that they're using it to try to trade it away. We've heard a lot less of it since the combine because it kind of feels like right now the Titans are just going to end up taking him. So if they're not going to have an opportunity to trade that pick away, like, why has all of this steam died since the combine, right? I think it's because after the Jermaine Johnson trade, a lot of people believe that trade, like, this is the very first thing I said, is that they made this trade to take Jeremiah Love at 4 because they were in on some of these edges if their arm link came up, and that trade happened basically when the arm links became public. So I think that all of that stuff means something. That's just my take. I'm going to start taking a little bit of this, like when Scadabo falls back here to like 60, I'm going to start taking some because I think that it's like 40% chance that it's a big smokescreen. Now, I also think that anybody who hires Matt Nagy is willing to do anything. So it's an absolute wild card. But that's just a conspiracy theory of mine. Just kind of like trying to connect dots that probably aren't there, right? GIB for life. Schoen was neutered once Harbaugh put his contract. Okay. I believe the running back talk was nonsense for the. Yeah, I've kind of believed that it doesn't make sense, right? The running back talk, having all those holes was talked about before by Anthony here. They're just going to make their team worse. They already have a serviceable guy there. They're not a Super Bowl contender this year. So I don't think they should be willing to do that. But that's just how I believe you should build a team. But yeah, I think if you look at everything from a bird's eye view, it really seems like they're trying to posture to try to be able to trade the 5th pick because they know that they have a lot of holes. That's all I think this is. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming out. We didn't get to the 30 likes. So I'm going to head out. I'm actually going to be able to sleep tonight. Thanks, everybody. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll be on 6:30 p.m. Central tomorrow. I'm definitely going to do more than one draft tomorrow. But I appreciate you guys. Peace Have a great day. See ya.
Hey, hey, we're grinding through the torment. High volume, no management. Hey, hey, taming souls in descent. Grinding drafts through the abyss, no rest in our veins. Feel striking like lightning, flooding endless pains. From late season voids, he's dropping all the flames. Bestball, Degens unite, shattering the chains. Old school RB stacking fury, derailing trendy trains. Who must command in the storm edged in?